Well, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that the St. Jude Regatta is going to be in 2 weeks. That's the 18th and the 20th. We're going to have a party on the beach on the Friday. Night before, we're going to have brats, and we're going to bring down guitars. So anybody who's musically inclined, please bring your guitar down. So that's one way that you can support us by showing up on the beach. We're going to have free giveaways, and we're going to have all our banners out from our sponsors. And sponsors like to see people. They like to see customers, so we're going to be taking pictures. So even if you can't race with us this weekend, we ask you to come out to the party on Friday. Saturday is going to be racing for the J22 Southeast Circuit, as well as a distance race for everyone. That you don't have to be a serious racer. Just come out with us and show your support. Again, we're going to take pictures. And that Saturday night is going to be a wonderful dinner put on by the same chef that we had last year. And if you were here last year, you know the food was delicious. So yeah, come on to the dinner on Saturday. And also we're going to have our silent auction. So it's a big weekend for us. Big weekend. So we ask you to show your support. Go online. If you can't race with us, please help us raise a little money. We have a little website there that you can click on the Kentucky Lake Sailing site and set up a little web page. Send out 5 or 10 emails and ask your friends to give $5, to help St. Jude. So that's, there's several ways you can help us. And, this is the part where I tell you all about St. Jude. That we are in existence for 50 years. It's our anniversary this year. And how we have increased the survival rate for childhood cancer tremendously over this time, and how no child's family ever pays for millions of dollars worth of treatment, and we follow them for life. And that's all great, and I can tell you about our research and all that great stuff. But that's only part of the story. The real story of St. Jude that I want to tell you starts with James. And James was a 15-year-old that came to us last year. He had AML. AML is a particularly virulent form of leukemia. But we were able to give James a transplant. He went home. And that was great. But back in January, he lost that bone marrow transplant, and he had to come back to us. So how I came to know James is I did a lot of work with him in the lab, but I didn't really come to know his story until we did the event with the kids where they all designed our t-shirts for the regatta. And if you haven't seen them, they're really cute. So I put up a bunch of posters inviting the kids to come down, become a St. Jude sailor. Come on, sign up with us. And the kids were really excited. We had 35 families came down and designed the t-shirts. Well, during the event, one of the moms came up to us and said, my son was really looking forward to this. He really wanted to come down. You see, he's a sailor. I said, really? Oh, how, he's 16 years old. I said, well, that's great. She said, he wants to help. He was so excited that sailors were actually going to support him in St. Jude. She said, but he can't come down. He's in isolation. And the doctors and nurses won't let him come down. So can you give me a shirt, and I'll have him design it. And so I gave him the shirt. I said, great. And then I gave him, we were giving all the kids medals that said St. Jude Sailor, like a regatta medal. And they were all excited. So she took the t-shirt, and so she came, and I was waiting for her to return the t-shirt. And unfortunately, I came into work and found out that James had lost his battle with AML. So I never got that t-shirt. But I hope and pray that James is sailing calmer waters at the helm of a far greater ship than the Spirit of Bermuda that he was crew on. You see, James had already made a trip from Bermuda to Boston and back, and also from Bermuda to England. So he made transatlantic crossings. And I saw a picture of him, and he loved to sail, and he loved what he did. So this is the story, one of the stories of St. Jude. But there's another story about a young man named Dustin. Dustin came to us in 1992. He was 5 years old. And he had ALL. Pretty scary for a 5-year-old. You can imagine what his parents were going through. It's a scary thing. But they came to us, and James fought a good fight. Dustin fought a good fight. He really did, but he won't be sailing with us this year. And his parents won't be sailing with us this year, even though they did last year. But the reason why they won't be sailing is because they'll be at Dustin's wedding on that very day. So we are happy for James, we are happy for Dustin, and we sympathize with the families that aren't so lucky. So in another 2 weeks, we ask you to support us, to sail with us, to do what you can. Do what you can for Dustin. Do what you can for James, because no child should die in the dawn of life. Thank you.